Tahaad, with the season that you guys have had, especially here, just how does it feel to have a game like that and a win like that, both for you personally, but just also for the team as a whole?
For team-wise, it feels amazing. Having a lot of downs this season. Finally, good to have an up going into, SEC tournament and hopefully March Madness. So just try to get that momentum that we need to go in there and just show the world what we can do.
It felt like you started to feel it a little bit in that second half. Can you walk us through what your mindset was, what the team's mindset was offensively tonight?
Do what we got to do to win. We knew we had the lead coming out of halftime, and we kind of struggled this year, just try to hold that lead against teams. So just knowing that we had to keep our foot on their necks and do what we have to do to get the win.
Murph, I know you've only been here at Auburn for one season, but talk about what senior night meant to you, what the emotions were, and getting a win on your senior night.
Honestly, man, I can't thank this school much, man. Enough. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the coaches, the managers, everybody, bro. Down to the people that work for the school. You know what I'm saying? I just really enjoyed this game today, bro, and I'm glad we got a win on today. And I just want to keep that momentum going into whatever is next.
Murph, you've been on the bubble before in your college basketball career. This time of year when every game matters, the results matter a lot. What's been your advice to the rest of the team about the importance of this time of year?
Seasons was different. Where teams were different where I was, but my advice to this team is just focus on what's in front of you, and that can take us a long way. People take advice differently, but like I said, we focus on LSU. We put everything in the past, and we came out and played some of our best basketball. So there's areas we can sit and go back, watch film, and get better, and just move on forward. Focus on what's in front of us.
For both of you, Coach Pearl has said that he really needed you guys to step up and just play better defense down the stretch of the season here. Can you talk about the focus on improving defense so late in the season and how you guys were able to turn it up a little tonight while maintaining scoring intensity?
Honestly, we knew we can do. We can guard and we can stop teams when we needed to. It was just putting together multiple possessions, and that was something that Coach he echoed a lot in practice, and we as a team, players, we echoed it together, just knowing that if we stop players on the other team, we know we can score on offense. So just taking pride in that, and knowing that that's going to be the major key of us winning games and not winning games.
For odd career high in steals for y'all, or for you, and 13 as a team tonight. Just that's not a team that turns the ball over a ton. What were y'all able to do to get them so rattled, especially in the first half?
Just being in a position that we needed to be. Guys being in help. Being aggressive on ball, knowing the type of passes that they make. We watched a lot of film on the type of passes they make. So we was just waiting for it, and we were being aggressive on defense today and just made plays.
Tahaad, you guys now go to Alabama this weekend for a game that has a lot of reasons and a lot of importance to it. What does a win tonight mean going into a game so big like that?
Great. Just having momentum going down there. Another away game. It's not an easy place to go and win, but they came in here early in the season and beat us. So, we're just looking forward to going out there and doing what we have to do.
For Murph, you had 4 assists tonight, 15 for the team. Ball movement looked a lot better tonight. What was the key to that? It looks like y'all were able to kind of hit open guys all day long.
Me just having good vision and finding guys within our system. And guys being in position and running our offense the right way. And that's going to come within the season. Us just playing together and making good plays for each other.
Jeff.
Todd, you had the full bag on display today with 4 3-pointers and the big dunk and the old school righty floaters and banks. Where do you rank those?
What do you mean?
Which one do you what stands out to you? If you had to look back at your highlight of this game, what would it be?
Probably my dunk, second half. Just trying to get downhill. That's what something our coach preaches, and I seen the lane, and I've been looking for that type of dunk all year, so I was finally glad to get one.
Yeah, my question was kind of in the same vein. It seems like your eyes light up every time you get a chance at that dunk. You pulled it off a couple of times, even maybe some facials on some guys here down the stretch. What about scoring in a groove like you have been? The last couple games, it seems like you're really finding your spots, picking your shots well, and the shot seems to be falling. Coach Pearl has said repeatedly, we got to keep letting them shoot because eventually they're going to start falling. Do you feel like you're actually hitting that zone right now?
Yeah, I mean, didn't make, all year, wasn't making the shots that, I usually make. So just staying in the gym, having my teammates around me, just pushing me every day, telling me to continue shooting, continue to be myself, and just having that type of trust in your teammates. When you have that, you can go out there and just play however you want. And, that's what I did today. And, God was on my side, and, just let me play.
Two more? Yeah, for either of y'all, just KO shooting the way he did, especially from range. I mean, just, we've talked about throughout the season, but how much more dangerous is this offense when he's hitting like that from distance?
When these guys hit, man, I don't see nobody stopping us. And KO has been consistent. That's the only thing it is, man. When we're consistent and we trust ourselves, trust the guy next to us, we're a dominant team. And, KO is going to do KO. We trust every shot KO, whoever, KO, Tahaad, Elijah, whoever shoots the ball, we trust that it goes in. You know what I'm saying? So that's nothing new for KO.
Last one?
Real quick for KeShawn, when you see Tahaad put on that stuff that, the display that Jeff was talking about, with the dunks and the threes and everything, what are your thoughts? I saw you shaking your head earlier.
Oh, no, I just thought my favorite part was him coming off where he had 3 of my assists. So it was like him coming off handoff, you know what I'm saying, for the 3. That was my favorite part of the day. So,
I like those too.
Yeah, the dunks and stuff is cool, but my assist coming off the corner, it just looked good. That was my favorite part.
All right, fellas.
Thank you.